Treat. Our volunteers for Reader's Theater are going to put on a skit called KatieNoPocket.
Big tears rolled down Katie Kangaroo's brown face. Poor Katie was crying because she didn't have a pocket like other mother kangaroos. Freddie was Katie Kangaroo's little boy, and he needed a pocket to ride in. All grown-up kangaroos take awfully big hops, and little kangaroos get left behind unless their mothers have nice pockets to carry them in. Katie and Freddie both cried thinking about it. All of a sudden, Katie had a wonderful idea.
I will go ask all the other animal mothers that don't have pockets how they carry their babies.
Freddie looked around for an animal mother to ask.
Look, Mom, in the river.
Mrs. Crocodile doesn't have any pockets. Let's ask her.
Why, Katie Kangaroo, what can I do for you?
Please, Mrs. Crocodile, I am so sad. I don't have a pocket, and Freddie has to walk wherever we go. He gets so tired. Oh, dear.
Katie Kangaroo began to cry again.
But what can I do?
You can tell me how to carry Freddie. How do you carry little Catherine Crocodile?
Why, on my back, of course.
Thank you.
Katie was pleased. She squatted down and said,
Now, Freddie, climb on my back. After this, it will be so simple. No trouble at all.
but it wasn't so simple after all. In the first place, Freddie could not crawl onto her back because his knees stuck out. He couldn't hang on because his front legs were too short. When Katie gave a long hop, he fell off.
I can't carry Freddie on my back.
Katie and Freddie sat down to think.
I'll ask Mrs. Monkey. I'm sure she can help us.
Katie and Freddie set off to the forest and soon found Mrs. Monkey. She had her young son, Jocko, with her.
Please, Mrs. Monkey, how do you carry Jocko?
Why, on my arms, of course. How else would any sensible animal carry anything?
Oh dear, I can't carry anything in these short arms. She wasn't any help at all. What are we going to do?
Katie Kangaroo sat down and cried harder than ever. Poor Freddie, he hated to see his mother cry, so he put his paw to his head and thought and thought and thought.
What about the lion? They don't carry their children. The poor things just walk the way you do.
And birds, how do they carry their babies?
Birds? Their mothers push their children out of the nest, and they squawk and shriek and flap their arms and backs.
Then, all at once, Katie Kangaroo stopped, crying and looked at Freddie.
They do say that an owl knows almost anything.
For goodness sake, let's go ask him.
They found the owl asleep in an old tree. He was a bit cross at being awakened in the middle of the day, but when he saw how sad Katie was, he came out.
Well, what is it? Speak up and speak loudly. I'm deaf as a post.
So, Katie stood under the tree and screamed at him.
I am a mother kangaroo, and I haven't a pocket to carry my child in. How shall I carry him? What shall I do?
Get a pocket.
Where? Oh, please don't go to sleep before you tell me where.
How should I know? They sell that sort of thing in the city, I believe. Now kindly go away and let me sleep.
The city? Of course we'll go to the city.
Katie was so excited that she almost left Freddie behind as she went leaping over bushes and hopping along the path, singing a little song she had made up. Hippity hoppity flippity floppity. Wasn't it a pity I didn't know it was to the city? I should go.
She hopped so fast that Freddie could hardly keep up. But at last, they left the woods behind and came to the city, where there were stores and houses and automobiles. The people all stared and stared at Katie. Katie was too busy searching for pockets. She saw that almost everybody had them.
And then she saw a man who seemed to be all pockets. Katie went up to him.
Please, kind man, where did you get all those pockets?
These pockets? You want to know where I got these pockets? They came with the apron, of course.
You mean you can really get something to put all those pockets already made in it?
Sure you can. I keep my hammers and nails and tools in my pockets. But I can get another apron, so I'll give you mine.
He took off the apron and dumped it upside down. Everything fell out of the pockets. And then he turned it right side up and hung it around Katie's neck and tied it behind her back.
Katie was so pleased and happy that she couldn't speak. She looked down and smiled and smiled and smiled.
At last, Katie was able to say, "Thank you."
Thank you. Here you go, Freddie. A pocket for you. Now let's go home.
With Freddie in a pocket, Katie hopped home faster than ever before, since she didn't need to wait for Freddie.
And what do you think she did when she got back home? Well, she had so many pockets that she put Freddie into the biggest pocket. Then she put little Leonard Lion, Thomas Tortoise, and other baby animals into her other pockets.
Horny devil lizard.
Green tree snake.
Koala bear.
Magpie.
Emu.
Western shore tortoise.
Echidna.
Lion.
Dingo.
Now all the animals liked Katie's pockets better than any other pockets in the whole forest. And Katie Kangaroo is very happy because now she has more pockets than any mother kangaroo in the world.
Shake them.